Wax and Book friends. I'm Amber. If you're new, welcome. Welcome back if you're returning. I'm so glad to have you here with me. Today's video is a home fragrance video. It's my Whatcha warming, so my bi-weekly home fragrance roundup, and let's jump into it. So these are all the things I've used or used up, and I always start with candles, and then we'll work our way through the wax afterwards. I have two candles to share. The first one is a Crossroads candle, and it is Twilight Mist. And this was like a woodsy, resinous, cologne-ish type of scent. It was nice. I wouldn't get it again. It was a little too cologne for me, but I enjoyed it. And if you're like, why is there still a wax in there if you finish the candle? It's because I use a candle crock, which is like a crock pot for candles. And so the scent is emitted, but you don't lose the wax. So like a warmer and wax melts, except a bigger version. So the next one I finished is Village Candles Tranquil Moments, and the notes for this one are pineapple, lemon zest, oud wood, and coconut. And this was it says oud wood, but it smelled more like sandalwood to me. And my nose is picky about sandalwood. Some sandalwood I like, and some is not so pleasant to my nose. And that is kind of what this was. And so there is still some scent to it, but I'm done with it. I'm not really a fan of it. I've used it enough to where I feel like I'm not wasting it anymore. So that's that. Then moving on to some pods, I did finish up Christmas Cottage pods. And if you're like, what is this? This is not wax. What is this? So they are these there's plastic scented beads in these little plastic encasing, or I don't know if they're plastic. There's some type of thing that doesn't melt unless it's in high heat, then it'll melt. And then they work with our different fan diffuser systems. This one is the tabletop fan diffuser. And as you can see, there is a fan. You put the pods in, one or two, and turn it on, and you'll get instant fragrance. So this is one of the options, which you can find on my website, all the different air systems that use fans and pods instead. And my website is always listed down below for you guys. It's madaboutmelts.scentsy.us. So it's a great alternative if you aren't allowed to use wax and warmers, like at work, or you want, like I said, instant fragrance, or you want just on your desk or in a smaller space, or like a lower outlet where you're worried about wax spillage. We do have outlet mini fan systems, I don't remember. The name has changed recently, and they're like Scentsy Air. I have my catalog here, because now I'm curious. I think they're called the Air Systems, Scentsy Air Systems. I should be familiar, but I still call them fan diffusers, but I know that's not the name anymore. So yeah, Air. So the ones I'm talking about, the Air Mini and the Mini Plus. So they're ones that are like mini fan diffusers that plug directly into the outlets. So those are like low. We also have air purifiers, the Air Quad, which I've heard is amazing. I don't have that one. We have an Air Go, which works great in cars. I love that one. And as I shared, the Air, the regular Scentsy Air that go on the table, and then the little minis. So there's lots of options. Great, like I said, if you can't use wax and warmers. So, all right, let's move on. I have all my wax melting challenge here, all the wax that I used, and then I have less in regards to my regular seasonal melting. I did take some wax with me. We were gone for a week on vacation, and so there's like a week's worth less in regards to what I would normally use, because it was a smaller space. I didn't need to use as much wax as I use in my home. So just to let you know that's the case. Okay, we're gonna grab and go, and with the wax melting challenge wax, I will hopefully be able to tell you what each day is for. So I know this one is for day 1, so March 1st, melted wax that starts with M. I went with Maple Peak, which is in my clearance section right now on my website. It's so good. It's such an amazing scent. Actually, at least last time I checked, it was still there. I bought like 6 bars of it because I was like, I know I'm gonna like this. I've heard really good things about it. It was an exclusive to Canada at first, but now it's in clearance. And it's like a toasted marshmallow mixed with a tiny bit of maple. It's not overwhelmingly maple syrup or anything. And then a tiny bit of like woodsiness. And it's so yummy. It's so good. I'm glad I got 6 bars of that. Okay, so that was the first. Then what was this one? I melted prickly pear flare. And this was for the day on the 11th, warm, a fresh and clean scent. And yeah, this is fresh, clean, sweet type of scent, a little bit tart. That one is not available anymore. That was a Easter wax last year. Then I have Lemon Drop It Low. And this was for the 16th, which is warm, a yellow wax. And yeah, very lemon, like powdered lemon drink. A little cleaner though too. So not my favorite. That one was part of the Let's Dance wax collection. I never smelled it, the original iteration of it, but I've heard it changed this last time around. So it came out last August, I think it was. Next up is one of my beloved scents, Jam and Jubilee. I have this in my Scentsy Club, so unfortunately, it's one that isn't easily available. It was in my clearance. It may still be there. Like I said, check out my clearance on my website. There are a lot of good scents that pop up there. I can't remember if this one is, but I know Red, White, and Berry Pie is there, which is similar to this, but I love this one more. So this was for the 13th Melt Something Red, and yeah, this will forever be in my club. I love it. It is a mixed berry jammy type of scent. If it does come around again, I highly recommend it. It's the best. Okay, another one that's the best is Johnny Appleseed. And you can get this one. This is in our annual catalog. It smells like fresh Macintosh apple. You even get like a skin, like the apple peel note. It's so yummy. I love this one so much. And this was for the 5th, which is warmer wax. Some might consider basic. I don't consider this basic necessarily, but it's a straightforward Macintosh apple. Although in the notes it does say there's pear. I personally don't get a pear note, but a lot of times when pear is mixed with apple, it's hard for me to pick up the pear. So it's delicious though. I highly recommend that one. Strong, long lasting, and it comes in a lot of things besides our wax. It comes in cleaning products even. It's the best. I love Johnny. I love Johnny. He's my boyfriend. No. Okay, next, let's see, what else do I have? Berry apple strudel. And this was, oh no, not berry apple strudel, berry apple shortbread, sorry. I'm thinking of cherry apple strudel. This was for the 4th, which was melted cake scent. I don't have any real cakey ones right now that I can think of anyway. When I was looking, so I was like, shortbread, close, yummy scent, not available anymore. Okay, then I have, I think this was a mix. Yeah, this was a mix with this one. Okay, so this was for the 9th, which was Barbie and Ken Mix It Monday. Mix a pink and blue wax. So I decided to do strawberry daiquiri disco and blue agave and melon. Can't get either of these, I'm sorry. This is like a Kool-Aid-y strawberry scent, and as you can see, it is a pinky color. And then this one, blue agave and melon, I would say is similar. I was gonna say it's kind of similar along the same lines as Sip and Poolside, but that one's not available anymore either. But this one's in my club. I love blue agave and melon, one of my favorite summer scents. So those were mixed they mixed well. I still prefer blue agave and melon by itself rather than mixed with the other scents. So that, what did I say that was? The 9th. Okay, next up, one of my beloveds again, Graham Cracker Crunch. Hopefully this will come back eventually. Oh, this one is in my club and I adore it. It was for the day, let me see, on the 10th. Melt something you might find in a lunchbox. So graham crackers, and this is like graham crackers with a smear of peanut butter, and it's amazing. It's so good. I'm sorry you can't get it. I know so many of these I'm talking about you can't get, unfortunately, but I still like to talk about them because you never know when they'll come back, whether it's in clearance or to vote for in Bring Back My Bar, that sort of thing. So I like to explain them to you guys to give you an idea of what to vote for if we get a Bring Back My Bar voting, which I've heard we are hopefully finding out what scents won from November's Bring Back My Bar voting this last November. I think in April we'll find out, because I think the first bars that we'll be able to get will be in May. As far as the calendar that I saw, it looks like it's in May, so hopefully soon. Cross your fingers, because I'm anxious. I'm anxious to know what's gonna make it back, because it's my favorite thing. Besides Scentsy Club, Bring Back My Bar is my favorite thing. Love it so much. I love to try scents that are from the past that come back that I can fall in love with and then add to my Scentsy Club, which is my favorite thing. Okay, so that was, what did I say? Graham Cracker Crunch. Yes. Okay, the next one I have is Tahitian Black Orchid. I don't know. Yes, this was for the 12th. What Melt a Cozy Bedroom Scent. And yeah, this was a prior Bring Back My Bar, and it is cozy and nice. Not the strongest, which makes it good for the bedroom for sure. Then I have Coconut Flower, and this one, I can't remember if it's Coconut Blossoms or Coconut Flower that's in the catalog now. I'm gonna look. One was a Bring Back My Bar. They both came out last year. One was a scent of the month and one was a Bring Back My Bar. And so it makes it a little tricky to know which one was which one. I think Coconut Blossom is the one that is available, but I'm going to look right now through, here we go. It's coconut, where are you? Coconut lemongrass. I'm not even seeing that. Where is it? Coconut, okay. Coconut Blossoms is the one in the catalog. So that was the one that was a scent of the month last year. And then Coconut Flower was a Bring Back My Bar last year. Of the two, I prefer Coconut Flower, and but you can get Coconut Blossoms, which is a little more light and airy, more of like the coconut water, whereas this is a heavier, like tropical floral mixed with coconut version. So, but you can't get this one anyway. Let me tell you when I melted it, because that's what you're here for anyway. When did I melt this? I melted this on the 20th. This was for the 20th. First day of spring, melt something blue to chase away winter. So, okay, there you go. Now you know. Next one, this was for, was this for, I'm looking. I can't remember if I melted this downstairs and just brought it up, because I'm not seeing. I think I did. I think I just, yeah, this one was, okay, I'll just talk about it when I talk about other things, because I did melt it regularly. It wasn't part of the melting challenge. So, but I know this one was, because it's out of season. That is Autumn Road Trip, my favorite. My favorite autumn scent. Oh, I love it so much. And you can guess, this one is in my Scentsy Club, just in case it does not come back, which is why I love Scentsy Club so much. It is always, that info is always listed down below for you too. It's the best. I adore Club, which is why I continue to talk about it. So this was for the day. Did I even talk about? I didn't talk about that. I might have. This was for the day on the 15th. Melt something orange. Sorry, I'm being distracted by other prompts. I think I talked about Jam and Jubilee was for the 13th. Warm something red. I just didn't mark it off. So anyway, this was for the 15th. Melt something orange. So I took advantage of that and melted my favorite. Then let's see, for the next prompt, this was for the 19th. I melted Around the Campfire. Another one you can't get anymore. This was for Melt a Scent with Any Wood Note. And this is a smoky sweet wood. And it's so good. I love it. Great for mixing. Unfortunately, you cannot get it. It's very strong. And yeah, if you don't like smoky scents, you probably wouldn't have liked that one anyway, but I really like it, but it's very strong. Then this was for the 18th, Rosemary Mint, which I don't like, which is why I like using it for prompts. That's another reason why I like the wax melting challenge. It helps me to get through wax that I normally wouldn't choose because I don't like it. Nurse a Hangover, Melt something therapeutic. So rosemary, mint, and tea tree oil. There's tea tree in this, and that's what I don't like in this. It's strong. On cold, I like it okay. Melting, that tea tree really comes out, and it's a little stinky for me. I know a ton of people love that though, which is great. I just personally don't. Okay, next up for the 17th, Warm and Green wax, I did Huddle Up. And this is a grassy, masculine, my mind is going blank. Let's see, masculine, grassy, think recently showered professional football player type of scent. So yeah, it's nice. Not my normal wheelhouse, but it is nice for what it is. Okay, this was for the 2nd. It said Warm a Banana Scent. I don't have any banana scents right now that I can think of anyway from looking at my stash. So I just did yellow and did Lemon Heaven instead, which is yummy, not available anymore. This was also part of Easter last year, but it's like a lemon cookie with a vanilla icing drizzle, and it's yummy. Next, I have for the 14th card night. It was a spade, and it's Melt a Scent You'd Find in the Garden. So I did Belle Enchanted Rose, and this is very rosy, but with like a tropical fruit note in it too. But the main note you get is a rose for sure. Alrighty, next up is a beloved of mine again. This is in my Scentsy Club, and hopefully it'll come back in the fall. It is on the 8th, International Women's Day. Melt a W scent. So I did White Pumpkin and Driftwood. So loved, so beloved of mine. With it, White Pumpkin is like a fancy pumpkin scent. Cardamom, Driftwood, and it's amazing and strong. So hopefully that one will come back for all of us that love the fall scents. Speaking of fall scents, Everything Nice. This one was to bring back my bar. Is a controversial one, but one I adore. And this one I melted on the 7th card night, the heart, Melt something, a scent you love. So yes, I love this one. It's in my club. Strong pumpkin, like a baked pumpkin. On cold it's savory, more savory anyway. It's still a little savory when it melts, but it's more savory smelling it on cold. Some sweetness does come out when it's melting. There's caramel, I think, in the notes and stuff, but it's delicious. I love it. But as I said, it's a controversial one for sure. Okay, next is one you can get right now. This was for the third Melt a New to You fragrance, and I decided to go with from the Disney Love Couples collection, Jack and Sally and Undying Love. And I love this one. I would wear this one as a perfume even. It's so nice. Similar if you are missing Halloween Town, which is in my club, Adore Halloween Town. If you're missing that scent, this is along the same lines. It's not exactly the same. This one feels more body care and less fruity, but still those same type of like deep fall sweet vibes. I can't remember. I know there's like vanilla violet or something in this. There's a slight smokiness to this too. Very slight in my opinion. It's not very smoky at all. And I think there's like plum in this. It's really, really nice. So if you're missing Halloween Town, give this one a try because it's good. It is good. I might have to pick up, I won't club it because like I said, I do have Halloween Town in my Scentsy club, but I might pick up a couple more bars of that because it is nice. I really do like it a lot. Okay, next up, I have a couple more. I melted Mojito Mambo. This was for the 6th, which was National Dentist Appreciation Day. Melt a mint scent. So this is very minty to me. This is like a garden mint to my nose, which I'm not a super fan of. So I was like, this one will work perfectly for that prompt. So mint, I think there's a little bit of lime. Like I said, it's mainly that garden mint. So then lastly, for what day was this one for? This was Cocoa Cashmere. I finished this bar. And what did I do this for? Because I don't see it. I must have just melted it. Okay, I think this was just a bedroom melt and I just put it in with everything else. Yeah, it must have been. So this is available now. You can get this on my website and it's so nice. It is cocoa, but not like chocolate that you would eat. It's like cocoa butter with some amber notes, vanilla possibly. It's really nice. It's a cozy, sweet bedroom type of scent. And oh yeah, I think there's some coconut in this too. Yeah, but it's not like in your face coconut to where you would only like melt this in the summer. This actually came out as a scent of the month in November, I think it was. And then now they've added it to the annual catalog. So it's a nice scent. It is very nice. So that was Cocoa Cashmere. So that's everything in regards to wax melting challenge, which I always do in my loft, or normally that's where I melt. The wax melting challenge is in my loft. So now on to the seasonal melts. So some of these, I actually think all of these are spring now because I did switch over to spring at the beginning of March. So yay for that. So this one, as I said, I melted downstairs, but I also melted here in my room because I wanted to test both places. Downstairs it was kind of on the lighter side, so I melted it here as well. That is my favorite adventure, Carl and Ellie, also from the Disney Love collection. And this is really nice. Like lighter, I can talk like I said, in the bigger floor plan space, lighter, but it was nice here in my bedroom. I would say if you like Graduation, you would like this one. Do I like it better than Graduation? No. That's why Graduation is in my club still, and I'm not clubbing this one. But it's nice. Along the same lines as that one. So that is my favorite adventure. Another from the Disney Love Couples collection is Lasso My Heart, Woody and Bo Peep. And this was nice. This is one of my favorites from the collection. It has apple and peach and some other things. It had a nice throw to it. Not not a super strong throw, but it was on the more medium high as far as throw goes. So it was nice. I would get another one of these. I don't know if I'm going to, but I would purchase it again. Then ambered oak and suede, and this is a bummer. It's not open concept worthy at all. So if you're going to try it in a small space. I'm going to save the rest of this for here in my bedroom, probably, although it's kind of a masculine scent, so I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't smell it all that much. It was a bummer. So ambered oak and suede. One that ended up being so nice and stronger is Blushing Blooms and Silk. I really enjoyed this one. It's so nice. I would say similar, not exactly the same scent, to another scent that's in our catalog, Starburst Sky. This is similar to that, but I almost feel like this had a better performance than Starburst Sky did. Because Starburst Sky, it's not light, but it is on the lighter side of medium for me, for my home. This one was stronger, in my opinion. It's pretty. It's a pretty sweet floral with just a tiny touch of like a laundry element, but not to where I didn't enjoy it, because I'm normally not into laundry scents as far as home fragrance goes. But this was really nice. I would like this in our laundry line for sure. I think it would be so nice, so pretty. So Blushing Blooms and Silk. Then I think that was part of the, was this part of the Valentine's collection? I don't know. I don't remember. Because of the labels they have now for the regular scents, they all blend together for me. It makes it harder to tell what they are. So let me know if you have issues with that too now. It's hard to be like, what collection was this from? Because the label doesn't really give you any clue. I'm grateful though that the licensed bars are still cute, because the new bars are not cute, in my opinion. Okay, the next, but I'm happy to have the notes for sure. The next one is Champagne and Pink Grapefruit, which I know was from the Valentine's collection. Champagne, Grapefruit, and Musk. This was nice. There's not really much I can say about that one, honestly. I don't even remember. That's how unforgettable it was for me. Bergamot and Tuberose. I think this one, yeah, so I think Blushing Blooms and Silk, I don't think this was Valentine's, because I know these two were, and this was my favorite from the Valentine's collection. No clue what this one was from then. I don't know, because like I said, the labels do not give me any clues. So Bergamot and Tuberose is from the Valentine's collection, which you should still be able to get on my website. This is Bergamot, Tuberose, Cashmere, and this was nice. Yeah, this was really pretty when it was warming. I enjoyed this one. But a little forgettable again, like I said. One that is not forgettable for me is Perfectly Cute. I have this in my club, and it's so good. It's a spring pear scent. It's beautiful and great performance, and I love it. And I'm so glad I can continue to get that in my Scentsy club. Hopefully it'll come around one day, so if you don't have it and you want to try it, you'll be able to, hopefully. Okay, from the Disney Love collection again is the Minnie and Mickey Together Forever. And it's a nice strawberry. It was a little cloying, which strawberry can be for me when it's melting. This one was a little on the cloying. It's like a candied strawberry scent. Good as far as throw goes, performance. I wouldn't say strong throw, but on the medium strong side. Another one that was okay, was Wild About You, the Stitch and Angel bar. On cold, I couldn't really smell it super strong, but it was strong when it melted. I liked the fruity notes. It was like a dense, like tropical nectar type of scent, but then there was this, I know there's like some sort of spices in it as well, and that was a little weird to my nose. And those came out stronger, I feel like, as it melted. The tropical fruit kind of died down throughout the day a little more, and the spices came out more, and yeah. I'll finish the bar, but no. Another one that was a no for me is the Rapunzel, the Tangled Spirited Determination. There is, even though it's not in the notes, there is a floral in here. I hoped it would die down when it was melting. It doesn't die down, you guys. It is actually stronger. It was like the most overwhelming note to my nose. And it's a stinky floral, like a lily of some kinds, which leans stinky to my nose, usually. And yeah, not a fan of this one. Very strong. It is very strong. So if you're a floral lover and love lilies, that sort of floral, I'm sure you would really like this one because it is very strong. It's just, for me, don't like that one. I might actually even give the rest of that bar away because I don't like it. Then I think this was the last one from the Valentine's collection. That is Plum and Vanilla Orchid, which is plum, blossoms, vanilla. And yeah, this is a little powdery. Okay. This plum plus like a powdery floral to me. Like I said, my favorite of the Valentines was the Bergamot and Tuberose. Pink Peony and Pear. This was a scent of the month, I think February. I think it was February's. And it's a nice scent. It's just very light. I like doubled it and I think I put it in my powder room as well, just so I could smell it a little more. It was a lighter one. If you like lighter scents, that one is a good one because it is lighter. Next is A Darling Adventure from Disney Love Story Collection. And this is a green, it's a green scent meets magnolia, very strong magnolia. So not a favorite again. I'm just not a floral fresh person. And so many of the new scents are floral fresh. I'm happy for you guys that love floral and fresh. I'm glad that there are more scents for you to choose from. Hopefully we'll get more scents that are in my wheelhouse as we move away from spring. Because I'm looking forward to some new ones that are more fruity and bakery. Because those are my favorites. One I did really end up loving, if you saw my video of first sniffs, you know I even teared up smelling this and reading the description, is the Disneyland 70th Bar Happiest Celebration. I loved this one. Warming, but not enough to put it in my club. I loved it more smelling it on cold. This is one that's the opposite of what normally ends up happening. Good performance. It's yummy. It is yummy, but like I said, I just didn't love it as much when it is warming. But it's still good. I'll probably pick up maybe another bar of this so I can have one more at least. Just for the nostalgia-ness of it being Disneyland. I don't know. We'll see. So a happiest celebration. And that's it, you guys. That is everything I got through the last couple weeks. And there you go. I'm happy to be into spring melting and getting some fruity scents for the warmer weather, some floral fresh as well, as most of those were. So let me know down below what is your favorite type of scent for spring? I don't know if I've asked this. I might have in another video, but even if I have, let me know down below what type of scents you gravitate towards for the spring season. So thank you guys. I appreciate all of you and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And till next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.